Hey everyone, Coach Seal here, and I know you're probably thinking, help! I don't want to fall off the wagon during the holidays, and I can tell you, I feel your pain. Sometimes people think that I'm invincible, and I don't deal with these same issues that sorry, I'm having hair issues here, that I don't deal with some of these same challenges, and I can tell you I do. So here is the master plan. This is how you can survive during the holidays. I need you to settle within yourself that you're going to enjoy some of your favorite foods. It's impossible for you to sit there and say, you know what, Sylvia, Coach Sil, I'm on my journey. I've been eating healthy, and I'm going to do that all the way through the holidays into the new year. Okay, I think we all be lying to ourselves if we said that, right? So this is what I want you to do instead. I want you to think ahead, and we're going to think about what we're going to allow ourselves to have. For example, now some people, they celebrate, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, so on and so forth. So you know what the events that you have coming up. And what I want you to do is we're going to do the 95% rule. So 95% of the time, we're going to eat healthy. And that other 5%, you basically get to go buck wild. Yes, eat whatever you want. 95-5. So 95% of the time, you're going to eat clean. That means the foods that you know that you need to eat in order to stay on track. And then you're going to allow yourself 5%. And so kind of an easier way to do it, we can even do this per day. So let's take Christmas Eve. If you're having people over, or you're cooking, or you're going somewhere, or you're going out, 95% of that day, you're going to eat totally, totally clean. And then the other 5%, you can go for it. Okay, you're probably wondering, well, how do I break up that 95-5, Sylvia? Well, here's the deal. If you know you're going to eat, 4 times that day, 95% of the time that you eat, so if I have 3 meals, if I'm eating 4 meals in that day, 3 of those meals are going to be super clean. And when I get to that 4th meal, I am going to go buck wild, but there are things I'm still not going to do. For example, I may opt to just only have water so that I can totally go at the dessert, whatever. But 95-5 is what you want to do. So you can look at it for the week, you can look at it for the weekend, you can look at it for the day, but that's what's going to keep you on track, because it is impossible for you to think that you're not going to enjoy some of the foods that you like. In fact, I encourage you to eat some of the foods that you like, but do it mindfully. I use the term go buck wild. That's because I think internally, mentally, we need to know that we're not going to be in prison with food just because, we're on this journey and here the holidays are coming up. We definitely don't want to be social outcasts. We don't want to look, like we're totally weird. Not that I really care what anybody thinks, but I'm just saying. The point is, you can be in a social situation and you can still engage and participate, but go buck wild in the sense of, I don't have to have the whole pie the way I used to have the whole pie. I may just have half of the pie this time, or I may just have a slice of the pie, or half of a slice, whatever. You know where you're at. Everybody's at a different place. 95-5, that's going to be your saving grace right here to get through the holidays. We're going to use that Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, everything. From this moment forward, you're on the 95-5 rule. 95% of the time, you want to eat clean so that you can go buck wild for the other 5%. And honestly, I think when you set yourself up for that and you're thinking about it in advance, you tend to be more watchful and thoughtful of what you're eating, even when you're allowed to go buck wild, right? And the reason is because you've already processed this in your head. You've gone through the point where you're like, okay, I know I can eat whatever I want, but man, I just ate clean 95% of the time I was eating clean. And it's a mental game, because when you do that, you don't want to throw it all away. And so even though you know that you can eat this stuff, you can have whatever you want, you're not going to throw it away after going 95% of the day eating super clean. But even if you just really honestly do go buck wild for your last 5%, it's okay. And you don't have to beat yourself up. No beating yourself up allowed. No guilt trips allowed. If you stay with the rules, live your life with rules and guidelines. And then you don't have to have these moments where you're like, oh my goodness, I messed up, I screwed up. Not to say you never will have it, but set some rules and guidelines, okay? You know what to do. 95-5. 95% of the time, you're going to eat clean. The other 5%, what do? Everybody together, unanimously, go buck wild. Yes, that's it. All right, I really look forward to hearing from some of you all how you did to get through the holidays. Did you actually stay on track, or did you totally lose it? Because if you follow this plan, the 95-5 rule, this should get you right through the holidays without 1 pound gained. Yes, that's because you should be working out. Stay active, keep moving. And honestly, if you know it's your day where you're going to go buck wild in your 5%, make sure you get a workout in. 10, 15 minutes, you're golden. You don't have to work out for an hour. You can, but you don't have to. 10 or 15 minutes, high intensity, that sets you up. You can have your dessert, you can have your turkey, you can have your dressing, you can have your whatever you eat, you can have it. No restrictions in your 5%. All right, I hope this helped. I'll be back next week. This is Coach Seal, keeping it real. And we are here to stay on track with our goals. No holiday, no season, no time of the year will keep us from having the body of our dreams. All right, you all have a great day. I'm out.